Appointed you campaign manager for me. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Welcome, Dr. Welcome. Dr. Welcome, I would ask that you allow me to adopt the protocol that you established. Save and accept, of course, to recognize the distinguished Prime Minister, Dr. Timothy Sylvester Harris, my cabinet colleague, Jonel Franchet Powell Herbert, my other cabinet colleague, Akila, forgive me for the middle one, Byron Nisbet, and of course, Mr. Alexis Nisbet. Let me also acknowledge with us Dr. Bernicia Nisbet, who is our senator in the parliament. She comes from a bit more down in the rural areas, but she is a very active person and has a lot to contribute to the future development of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Nisbet. Let me also acknowledge, of course, the presence of His Excellency Tom Lee, Ambassador of the Republic of China and Taiwan, and other members, of course, of the Diplomatic Corps. Let me acknowledge also my permanent secretary in this ministry, Mrs. Janelle Louis Tafari, or Tafari, which we prefer? Tafari. Other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to extend one more acknowledgement, and that is, of course, to our dear sister, Pat Walters. I do so because most of you may not know that Pat served this country a few years ago in a very distinguished position, contributing to the development of the state at a private sector entity. And she did such a marvelous job that when she left, we found another way to bring her back. And we brought her back. She now works with the cable. And I mention it because if you turn on your phone, you will see how high, how strong the internet is here. That is because free internet is here because of cable. When I was growing up, and you hear an introduction which says something like this, Project Overview, the next thing you look for is a man. True. But today, in our society, women have grown up. And in almost every sphere of life in this little country, women are well represented. I hope to live long enough to see one day a woman prime minister. Akila, you're still young, you know. Much time there for you still. Look forward to that. Of course, it is a pleasure for me to be here on this momentous occasion. Today marks not only the opening of this magnificent building behind me, but the potential for new opportunities and growth for the people of Lodge Otley's communities. Let me repeat, Lodge Otley's communities. And I specifically repeated that because it so happens that my own constituency borders on constituency number 7. And the line that makes the difference runs right through Otley's village. So my people who are in Otley's village will come here to benefit from this. So let me acknowledge also at the outset, of course, and thank those who did a lot of work on this building. The architect, the engineers, John Boy and his team, you have heard so much about already. They have put in so much to construct this magnificent building. They have ensured that the building is structurally sound that it can withstand hurricanes of recent vintage and other natural disasters. They have ensured that this center is aesthetically pleasing. You've heard from the young lady who gave the overview. It is a true testament to the skill sets that we have right here in our small federation. And so I stop to say, John Boy, job well done. But to the residents of Lodge and Atlees, and all others who will benefit from using this facility, while the work is without any doubt superb, this is just the foundation of the overall scheme of community development in this area. What will truly make this structure incredible is what happens every day from today. Yes. Whose life will be enhanced? Is it the teacher or mentor who will save a child from going down the wrong road, bring him here or her for some development? Or is it the child who is inclined to deviance, who has been rescued by someone in this community, and who will in the end become a strong pillar in the society? Of course, history will be the judge. We are the stewards of your trust, and we spare no efforts in responding to your needs. We respond to your vision for your communities, and as minister with responsibility for community development, I have committed myself, and my staff have committed themselves to a bottom-up approach, community-driven approach to community development. As such, when you from the community of Lodge and Atlees started whispering and saying that you have outgrown what was, that the community footprint in this area has improved and so widely, we heard. Yes. Your responsive team, Unity Government, after hearing that, consulted with you further. We consulted about finding a suitable location, and we heeded your advice when you told us of the potential of flooding issues in this area. Yeah. And today, because of your advice to us, I feel very proud that this edifice is here, built by technical persons, that is designed to mitigate, if you listen to Ms. Jolene Davis, designed to mitigate against natural hazards. This building is a demonstration of real partnership between the government, the people of Lodge and Atlees, and very importantly, the government and people of Taiwan. Who have for 40 years shared our vision of building resilient communities. And they have partnered with us in developing every facet of our communities. I could list them out, from agriculture to tourism to health. They have partnered with us. Taiwan is our oldest ally, a country of humble people with whom we established diplomatic relations within days of becoming an independent nation in 1983. We share the same values of democracy, freedom, equality under the law, justice for all, and good governance practices, just to name a few. So I want you to join me in giving our friends a hand, a real hand of appreciation. This Team Unity administration remains committed to building stronger and safer communities. That is why, despite prolonged economic challenges over the last year, because of COVID, we have today delivered on our commitments. I'm advised that the construction costs of this center is $3.2 million. And so, I again say to our friends from Taiwan, a big thank you for partnering with us to have this edifice delivered. This edifice, this multi-purpose community center, provides an opportunity for community leadership, for other development programs to be instituted in this community. It is an opportunity for persons to improve their education by coming here to be trained by some of the persons who will provide free services. It is an opportunity for us to conduct skills training. It provides the opportunity for us to intervene in the lives of persons who are being deviant and who are going astray, that they can come here and get a nurturing. It provides a meeting place for the clubs in the region, the groups, the sporting organizations. It provides an opportunity for hosting youth events, club events, camps. This place provides that opportunity. There you have it. And so, this community center is an invaluable asset to this community. I'll say it slowly, as I want it to sink in. This community center is an invaluable asset to this community. It should serve a thriving hub for community members of all ages. It's not for the young and not the old. It's for everybody. Provides a safe haven for organized activities, some of which I've just mentioned. There is therefore no reason for anyone to sit and complain about children being unsupervised after school or during school vacations. There is no reason for people to complain about older residents not getting enough exercise. You could come exercise here. Organize, of course, exercise sessions. No reason to complain about those old citizens being lonely at home when you go on to work. We could arrange for daycare facilities here, daytime activities for the older folks. Organize community gardens and teach the young persons. That can happen here. The joy of seeing a seed grow into something that can be eaten is a real joy. I was Minister of Agriculture for a while, so I know that. Yeah. And apart from that, I planned the thing out too. Teach the young people the value of planting a tree in their backyard. Do it here. A tree is an important addition to the quality of life of every individual. It is said that we breathe out carbon dioxide. So where do we get the oxygen from? It is the tree. One of the things that does that for us is the tree. So each child should be told to plant a tree at home in the backyard and name the tree after them and watch it grow, especially a fruit tree. That can be taught in this community right here. Organize educational sessions, book clubs, debates. That can be done right here. So this center, this multi-purpose community center, is an important part, important ingredient in this community at this time as we continue to grow stronger and safer communities. I know the Prime Minister is ready to feature speaker, so let me close. Let me close, or let me start winding up by saying to you that you have 3.2 million reasons. 3.2 million reasons to use this center as a place for fostering community pride. You have 3.2 million reasons to be watchdogs for its safety and save it from vandals and the like. People easy to mash up things, you know. I mean, I hope some of the people who does mash up listening, stop mash up the place. Protect what you have. You have 3.2 million reasons to make sure you take care of it. This center, this edifice, this place is yours. Claim it. Protect it. I see it as more than steel and blocks. It is the embodiment of the dreams and hopes and aspirations of our people. People who live in this community. While we continue to build families and strive for progress, we ask you to do your part in helping us to build this nation. Thank you.